So, like, April is supposed to be Poetry Month, and I forgot to mention that last video, so I don't expect anybody to have their favorite poet or a poem that they wrote in front of them. But if you do have one, by all means, leave it in the comments. Hopefully, it won't be too long. At least, I don't know, you can always do an American haiku if you so choose. What's an American haiku? That's a poem that has 3 lines. The first and third lines have 5 syllables each, and the second line, the middle line, has 7. So it's 5, 7, 5, or 17 syllables total. And the difference between an American haiku and a traditional haiku is that the traditional haiku, in addition to having that format, also has something to do with the elements like the seasons. In this case, it's spring, so it would be talking about, I don't know, trees, birds, bees, in a few cases, maybe about love. But that said, let me get to this one. This is not a haiku of any sort. Did it about, I don't know, 3 months ago in the middle of winter. It was a struggle just to get through the snow. I was sucking wind, barely able to stand up. I didn't feel like arguing or fighting. I just was reaching out for some ray of hope. I came here to you. The roads were clear not even an hour ago, but it came all so sudden. The snow came in full force. I didn't feel joyful, didn't feel upbeat. I was just grasping for some solace right now. I came here to you. I'm supposed to be this banner that people can rally around. Everything is supposed to work out in the end. But at this moment, I'm just trying to stay warm. I need a time. I need a place to recharge. It was a simple melody, nothing to really think about. Reminded me of an antique that we would call the Commodore 64. Both melody and antique got me to calm down. Both of them got me to smile. But that C64, it's but a faint memory. But you are here, and I found you. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that one for what it was worth. This video shout out is going to go to someone who calls himself Syefee. Actually, his real name is Simon, but he's a singer-songwriter. He does a lot of original stuff, a few covers, and I'll put the link to his channel on the video description. In fact, I'll even put the very video that I'm talking about right now. He did a video, I think either it was last week or the beginning of this week, called Angel of God. The lyrics were from some 11th century monk, but the music was his. Well worth to check out. And the reason I'm talking about it is because in the final line, the song goes something to the effect, Jesus will calm the storm. And I got to be thinking about it. And the story behind that goes that Jesus and his disciples decided to get in a boat and cross over a sea. I think the Sea of Galilee, if I remember correctly. And so, while they were traveling in this boat, Jesus went down and went to sleep, and all of a sudden, this torrential downpour of a storm brews. You might almost think it was like a hurricane, a tornado type deal. Lots of lightning, lots of thunder. And the last place you want to be out at sea is around lightning, because lightning does mix with water and it gives you a really nasty shock. But anyway, so naturally the disciples were freaking out. They were really concerned that the boat was not going to hold together. And so they quickly went down to the bottom where Jesus was sleeping, and they were saying, "Master, Master, there's a storm going. We're about to drown. We're about to die." And so Jesus did go and take care of the storm, but he said something very interesting. He said, "O ye of little faith." And I'm like thinking, "Oh, ye of little faith." It just hit me, like as I was viewing this song. And I was thinking about it quite a bit this week. And the thing about it is that we all have obstacles that, for whatever reason, we can't get around, we can't get over, we can't go under, we can't just destroy them, we can't silence them. They're just there. And we're thinking to ourselves, well, if only this person was around, he'd be able to take care of it in a lickety split. But that's just it. The person that could take care of it in a lickety split was not given the assignment, was not given the obstacle. No, the obstacle was given to you, and a different obstacle was given to me. And it's going to stay there until we learn from it. And what do I mean by learning from it? Things are put into our path because they can teach us how to cope with the next obstacle or to cope with life itself. And if we fail, then there's a 50-50 shot that another obstacle that's either the same, or it might be a little bit lighter, a little bit easier, may reappear and just confront us all over again, and we have to go through the same thing. You kind of wonder, what's it going to take to get through this thing? What's it going to take to make sure it never happens again? What it's going to take is you to exercise your power, your authority, your strength, your knowledge, your wisdom, your know-how, and to utilize those things that were given to you. Sometimes it was a simple word, sometimes it was an actual tool, sometimes it was a gift, but it's there for you to use, and it's there for you to take care of. And sure, you could pray to the God that you serve, and by all means, we all should pray to the God we serve. But some things were given in our power, and we were given some authority. We were given a measure of faith, a measure of confidence to take care of it. And if you can utilize those things that were given to you, then this obstacle becomes no more. And what happens? Victory. And your confidence grows, and your faith grows. And you get the ability to take on another task, whatever that may be. What I'm saying to you is that instead of like wishing somebody else would take care of it, Why don't you see what you're capable of doing? You know what I'm saying? Do you know? Do you? Am I making any sense to you? Anyway, that is my thing for this video, and I don't expect you to have comedy, but if you do, if you have a joke, if you have a pun, good or bad, then by all means, leave that in the comments. If you have any rhyme or verse, leave that too. Or leave that in it instead. Anyway, hopefully that all helped you out, and we'll see you next video, whether that be this channel, your channel, or somewhere else completely different. Thanks.